Picallo. Picallo.
First and foremost, let me thank you for offering me the opportunity to speak to someone immediately, concluding last month's meeting. As you already know, the meeting carried over to last week, at which point I was given the opportunity to express more than just 3 minutes of my concerns for the ESE population. At that meeting, I was graciously offered a position as a curriculum support specialist, which I declined, as in my opinion, it limited my freedom of speech and put certain constraints I am not willing to accept. I come before you not as someone with malicious intent, but as someone who is seeking justice for the well-being of the ESE students. You should accept the reality that as an outsider, I have a much louder voice than an insider. My purpose is to shed light on the inappropriate education our most intellectually disabled students, and particularly those in self-contained classrooms, are facing due to poor curriculum and lack of resources. My purpose is to also raise concerns and possibly an investigation as to where and exactly how the ESE funds are being utilized across the county. Just as an example, let me remind you that last year 600 tablets were purchased for students with autism and other disabilities. Though it may sound appealing to the majority, I can assure you it is not, especially when those tablets are not equipped with the necessary software on an individual basis to meet our students' individual goals per their sacrosanct IEP. So in other words, it was money wasted and not well spent. As a teacher with a master's in endorsement in autism, I can tell you that not all students would have benefited from a tablet. But part of the problem is that classroom teachers are not surveyed, nor considered decision makers. You see, this decision making from individuals outside the classroom leads not only to failure, but mismanaging of ESE allocation funds. Believe it or not, students still benefit from direct teacher-led instructions when provided with the appropriate tools and resources that assist in the development and strengthening of academic, social, emotional, communication, and independent skills. Moreover, I will continue to raise awareness of the inadequacies of the modified curriculum for students with intellectual disabilities. Again, I state that the current modified curriculum is not only ridiculous, but inappropriate and a violation of Florida statute and IDEA 2004. Please understand that this curriculum is far from being a major tool for Florida statute, yet ironically enough, our only tool per district weekly briefing 16596. I do not have the solution to an appropriate curriculum, but will work diligently on my own to seek one, contrary to what I see occurring here. If indeed all IEPs in the county were sacrosanct, as stated by an individual last month, my arguments would not be valid today, nor would I have been offered a position to supposedly make a difference. And as a school district, we would not be faced with the thousands, if not millions of dollars spent on lawsuits and mediation as a result of inappropriate and out of compliance IEPs. As I mentioned in my letter to you all last week, this Titanic is inevitably going to sink with or without me. Luckily, I stepped off just in time. It is now time for our ESE population to be part of a much larger, safer, and luxurious vessel at full throttle, similar to that of our magnet programs. Our ESE students cannot continue to be your forgotten population. So in summary, I will continue to push for an appropriate education and continue to question where every ESE dollar is until I get a very transparent answer.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
would the superintendent like to say something to the speaker?
To the chair, I believe that your school board attorney advised you via memoranda that this is an issue that perhaps we should not comment on.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.